Alright, YouTube family. We heading back to Harlem, man, to cover the story of Jim Jones going on a rant, dissing Dame Dash. He also has some slick shit to say about Cameron. I did some research on it, and I found a couple of other YouTubers that covered the story. So we gonna check some of their shit out as well as dissect it ourselves. But as you know, or some people that don't know, Dame Dash is like the big homie for the Dipset. He was a major figure and a major part in Cameron's success in the whole Dipset, because at the time he was down with Jay-Z and Rockefeller, and they was one of the top 3 hip-hop labels in the game, period. Probably Cash Money and No Limit and them at the time. But he knew Cam from the neighborhood and from growing up. They even did a little business together that they touched bases on. So when Cam got out of a bad situation, he reached out to Dame, and Dame put him on with the Rockefeller company and their assets and their advertising campaign. Shit, that's all they needed. They was already solidified in the streets. Everybody was fucking with Dipset because they brought a new style to the game. It was more than rap. It was an aura and shit. The whole Harlem swag. But anyway, recently Jim Jones went on a rant downplaying Dame Dash's street credibility. Over the years, it's always been said through good sources and people that live in Harlem, people that hustle in Harlem, that Dame Dash was a get money nigga. He was always getting money since he was younger, fly Harlem nigga. And then he turned the street money into rap money, linked up with Biggs, Jay-Z, and they got on. So the story is out there. I never really had nobody dispute his story or go against it, that he was a get money nigga. But I think him and Jim Jones got some type of internal beef. He said what he said, but it was with passion. It wasn't just some regular, yo, fuck this nigga, or talking some shit. He was getting emotional. So I know it's something there. It's something personal. But anyway, we're gonna get into what Jim Jones said, as well as Dame Dash's response, and a few other YouTubers' input on the situation.
That's the whole thing. That was what my problem with Jim Jones the whole time. How you think him and Mano became friends? Mano knew Jim Jones was soft. He knew he was soft. But at some point in time, they ran into each other in the mall, according to Mano, and Jimmy had 30 niggas with him. And Mano only had 3 niggas with him. And Jimmy had the upper hand, and that's how they squashed the beef. But the reality of it, and that's how they became friends. Jim Jones is the type of nigga when Mel Matrix went to jail. Who did he get next to next? Ugerville, Dice Pesos. This is what he do. He can't hold that fort down by himself. Get in the car by himself. Get out the car by himself. Niggas was tapped into the mayor. Had police escorts. That's what separate the boys from the men. When you see Jadakiss walking outside and showing, I'm outside, and he telling niggas he outside with no security, even though he had 5 niggas with him. There's a difference. Every battle that Jim Jones had on the battlefield, every battle Jim Jones had in the streets, he lost.
Yeah, they do. No, for you never did nothing,
They
nigga.
do.
You ain't no gang.
They do. That's right.
You're entertainment.
They a gang
You're a
banger,
tough
nigga.
rapper.
You soft, gang. You soft, nigga. You soft, nigga.
You get the
You
feel.
soft, nigga.
You get the
This ain't
feel.
1989.
You get the feel. You ain't never had to fight. Fuck me up. Don't fuck him up, blood. No. Cigarette. Go ahead. Fuck me up. Give me the glass. Fuck me up.
Didn't even give him the fair one.
As we all know, Freaky Zeke just released a viral video of Jim Jones getting into it with Dame Dash, but not looking like he's ready for the scrapping. Yeah, I'm going to say that again. Not looking like he's ready to go to war with Dame Dash. And as we all know, see, I got to break this all down from the beginning because Jim Jones recently went viral. That's a fact. He recently went viral for talking about Dame Dash being a nobody in Harlem, being a nobody when it came to the Dipset. Pay attention to this, y'all. We gonna run it down. Salute.
Dame's impact on the Dipset was nothing.
What his impact was in Harlem?
Dame impact in Harlem was nothing. Not to say it like that. Dame came up under hustlers. That impact was it. He was a little dude when it came to hustling in Harlem. He wasn't not no Rich Porter, none of that type of. He wanted to hustle. He wanted to hustle for niggas like Rich Porter and shit like that. Dame from the East Side.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm just giving y'all the rundown. Joe Mo recently went viral off this type of stuff, y'all, and calling Dame Dash out for being a nobody in Harlem, being a nobody when it came to the Dipset success. Now, we know a lot of this stuff to be false, you heard, and a lot of stuff to be clickbait. But the reason is Dame Dash had to speak out. He had to talk back about this because it was floating all over the place, all over social media. Listen to what Dame Dash said when he sat on his new show. I believe it's his new show with a bunch of women up there. And, you know, they basically bounce back and forth with ideas. But listen to what Dame Dash said. And I felt like he approached it on some grown man type of business. Pay attention.
When I was 15-year-old, in, I would guess their perspective, because he was a young man, I was big time to him. Because I was 15-year-old and I was doing things that most 15-year-olds weren't doing. And the people that he's rapping about in a lot of his records, like Rich Porter and Lou Sims, these are people I actually used to hustle with. Now, at 15, I'm not going to say I was a legend at hustling. I wasn't. I was 15. But the people that we were looking up to, by the time I got to their age, I had definitely made more money than them, and I was more impactful as it relates to culture, because it wasn't being known for selling drugs. I was never known for selling drugs. But what you won't do, you could ask Lou Sims if he ever sent me to the store, or ask anybody that you know that was in that world that ever sent me to the store.
See, so as you see, Dame Dash was letting it be known. No, sir. See what I'm saying? You wasn't there. You was young. You was a kid. At the end of the day, Jim Jones is doing anything to get eyes. And you know, at the end of the day, we're living in a social media world, right? Because everybody knows Jim Jones as this certified gangster. Yeah, they all know Jim Jones coming in the game and brat. Yeah, it is what it is. But not when that viral footage came out recently. As we all know, there's viral footage floating around of Jim Jones being called out for the fade, and he's not ready for that hand-to-hand combat with an older Dame Dash. Now, I want to say Dame Dash is probably in his late 40s. Yeah, he's probably in his mid to late 40s. Right now, he's 50-something. So he's in his I say this is 10 years. I say this video is about 10 years ago. Pay attention to this because this was embarrassing. Salute.
Chrissy, move! Chrissy.
Hell no! Come on, y'all. Baby, please, you can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't. No.
Go inside and do something. Never sit me down enough.
Come on, guys, please.
As you can see, Jim Jones is basically trying to get guys to jump Dame Dash, the legend from Harlem. And Cameron actually spoke about this before. You feel me? But we had no footage. Now we're seeing the footage for the first time.
Fucked up day.
Ain't no fucked up day. He came down his house to try to disrespect me.
Joe Mo got his girl out there screaming. Shout out to Chrissy. He got Chrissy all out there screaming, trying to stop this. And y'all found out why. We're going to get there.
And now he got to eat that when he's not mad. You gonna remember this shit when he's not mad? I bet you do. Fuck about it. Your friends are ashamed of you right now. Your friends are ashamed of you right now.
Joe Mo with these skinny old legs ain't gonna move nothing. You feel me? Just look at this. This is embarrassing for Harlem, bro.
No, they're not.
They telling you to go swing on your old
These
shit.
niggas don't care about you at all,
They
gang.
care about the way you act.
They
They're ashamed
trust
of you.
me, they don't care about you,
I see
nigga.
that now.
They care about what I do, nigga. Remember that, nigga.
If we ain't doing that, let's not do it. If we doing it, let's get it over. I ain't got no next.
Exactly.
Dame Dash ready to go.
Let me do what I need to do.
We're not doing it.
I ain't got all day for this. If I'm gonna take a beat down, let me take it. But I'm gonna look good while I can. Let's go. Let's go.
Please.
I'm ready.
Whole ass aside.
I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere till y'all know. Get off my block then.
You can't do nothing.
Get off
with
my
these
block
niggas.
then. I can do for you.
You can't do nothing with these niggas.
As you can see, things got a little tricky and it looked bad. There's a part 2 out now, and I ain't gonna lie, Jim Jones is yet to respond to this.
So now, y'all heard everybody's response, everybody's opinion. Now, we need to break this down. You know Harlem Legend, he's around their age. He grew up in Harlem, he was getting money. He's familiar with a lot of their friends and the whole situation. So I always tap in with him to get his input because he's close to the scene when it's dealing with a lot of New York rappers, especially Dipset. So shout out to Harlem Legend for his input and footage and information on this topic. Now, Hassan Campbell is another story. He's like an arch enemy of Jim Jones. I started watching him a few years ago and shit. I like the way he be bugging out sometimes. Bust his snot box. Certain words he say is funny, but it's serious. And he's always trying to spread a positive message for the youth. Sometimes his approach might come off different to other people that's not familiar with his lingo or his style or even the way he talk. But he always come with a positive message and tell his story, stuff he been through and stuff like that. So I always tap in with him. Shout out to Hassan Campbell. Both of them gave their inputs on it, and that's their opinions. As far as me, this is a tricky topic, man. Like, Jim never really talked bad about Dame, but now all of a sudden he going at him, and I'm not sure what this is about. Sometimes, like what's going on now, everybody is reaching for streams, but for him saying personal stuff like that, I think this is more than just reaching for streams. That Ziggy leaked the footage of the whole situation, so they definitely had some internal beef that was bottled up, and now that the podcast world is available and you can get paid off of telling your stories, I guess they like, yo, fuck it, we gonna air it out on here. But that shit is kind of corny though, because they all grew up together from Harlem, made millions together. Dame put them in position to win. Now Jim is talking bad about him. I don't know, Jim. To me, that's a bad move, man. You from Harlem. I don't know what happened between y'all. So matter of fact, I can't even say that was a bad move. Let me take that back. Whatever happened between y'all, happened between y'all. Y'all should have kept that off the air. Now y'all is going kind of far. Freaky leaked the footage. Cam joking about it. This shit just gonna be more fuel to the fire. And for real, it's making Harlem look bad, man. That's why Atlanta took over the rap game with their unity. Doing songs together, videos always together, showing that strength. Strength is in numbers. Of course, that's a fact. But if you got a clown leading an army, what you think gonna happen? Not saying nobody's clowns in this situation, but in general, You can have the wrong person leading the right people. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole topic, man. I need y'all to tap in. I'm on the road to 30K. I need y'all to like, subscribe, and just let me know how y'all feel about this whole shit, man. For real. Especially if you're from New York, man. Harlem. Let me know how y'all feel about this whole internal beef going on. Harlem legend opinion, as well as Hassan Campbell. I need y'all to get in the comments for me, man. I'm out.